They ate food in the cemetery. They ate Guatemalan food in the cemetery. They also drank in the cemetery. Did they drink water in the cemetery?
No, they didn't drink water.
No. What did they drink in
They
the cemetery?
they drank beer.
They drank
Beer.
beer. Who drank beer?
Guatemala.
The families.
The families in
drank
Guatemala.
beer. What did they eat?
They ate Guatemalan food.
Guatemalan food. They ate Guatemalan food and drank beer.
Beer.
Did they drink beer or did they drink water?
They drank beer.
They drank beer. Where did they drink beer?
In the cemetery.
They drank beer
in the cemetery.
in the cemetery. When did they drink beer?
On November 1st, they drank beer on November 1st, the day of the
The
dead.
Day of the Dead. They drank beer. When did they eat?
They
They ate
on November 1st, the day
on
of the
November
dead.
1st, the Day of the Dead. Did they chat together?
Yes, they chatted together.
They chatted together. Who chatted together?
The family chatted together.
The families, of course. The families chatted together. When did they chat together?
They chatted together on November 1st,
November
the day
1st,
of the dead.
the Day of the Dead. And people laughed and smiled. In the United States, cemeteries are always somber. Are cemeteries happy in the United States?
No, they aren't happy.
No, never. Cemeteries aren't happy in the United States. Cemeteries are always somber,
Are always somber.
sad and serious. Are cemeteries serious in the United States?
Yes.
Yes, they are. In the United States, cemeteries are always somber. They are always serious.
Always somber.
In the United States, are cemeteries somber or are cemeteries happy?
The cemeteries
Somber.
are
Right?
always
Cemeteries
somber.
are always somber in
Are
the
always
United
somber.
States. Was the cemetery somber in Guatemala?
No.
No. It wasn't somber in Guatemala. The cemetery wasn't somber in Guatemala. But in the United States, cemeteries are always somber. Are cemeteries always somber in Guatemala or in the United States?
The cemeteries are always somber
In the United States, cemeteries are always somber. Where are cemeteries always somber?
In the United States.
The United States, that's right. In the United
always
States,
somber.
cemeteries are always somber. Are they happy?
No, they aren't happy.
No. They are always somber. Cemeteries in the United States are always somber. Very, very somber. We certainly never have festivals or parties next to graves. Do we have parties next to graves?
No, they don't
No,
have
we
party
don't.
next to
We
grave.
don't have parties next to graves. Do we ever have parties next to graves?
No,
we never
they
have
never
parties
have the party
next to graves.
next to grave.
Do we ever have parties in restaurants?
Yes, they have party.
Yes, we have parties
the
in
restaurant.
restaurants. But we never have parties next to graves. Do we ever have parties in houses?
Yes.
Yes, we do. We have parties in houses. But we never have parties next to graves. Do we ever have parties next to graves? No, never. We never have parties next to graves. Where do we never have parties?
United States.
Next to graves. We never have parties next to graves. Do we ever? No. Never. We never have parties next to graves. Not ever. Never. We don't laugh, or play music, or fly kites in cemeteries either. Do we laugh in cemeteries usually?
No, they don't laugh.
No, we don't. We don't laugh in cemeteries. Where don't we laugh?
In the cemetery.
In cemeteries.
We
That's
don't
right.
laugh in the cemetery.
Okay. I found that I preferred the Guatemalan approach. Did I find that I preferred the American approach?
No,
Or did I find that I preferred the Guatemalan
I
approach?
didn't find that I prefer the
Guatemalan approach. I found that I preferred the Guatemalan approach. Did I find that I preferred the American approach? No, I didn't. I didn't find that I preferred the American approach. I found that I preferred the Guatemalan approach. Which approach did I prefer?
I prefer
I
the
preferred
Guatemalan
the
approach.
Guatemalan approach.
Guatemalan approach.
Did I prefer the American approach?
No, I didn't
No.
prefer the
Who
American
preferred
approach.
the Guatemalan approach?
Me, I
Me,
prefer
AJ, right?
the Guatemalan
I
approach.
preferred the Guatemalan approach. I found that I preferred the Guatemalan approach. I liked the way they remembered and celebrated those who had passed away. Did they celebrate those who were alive?
No.
No, they didn't celebrate those who were alive. They celebrated those who had passed away. Did they celebrate those who had passed away?
Yes.
Or those who had become rich?
They celebrate
They
those who
celebrated
has passed
those
away.
who had passed away.
Passed
Who
away.
celebrated those who had passed away?
The Guatemalan.
Guatemalans, right? Guatemalans celebrated those who had passed away. When did they celebrate
On
those
November
who had
1st,
passed
the day
away?
of the dead, they celebrate those who
On the day
has
of the
passed
dead.
away.
November
On
1st.
November 1st.
On the day of the
That's
dead,
it.
November 1st, they celebrated those who had passed away. Who celebrated?
Yeah.
The Guatemalans. The Guatemalan
Who?
families
Who?
celebrated.
Câu hỏi who?
Who did they celebrate?
Guatemalans.
They celebrated those who had passed away. I liked that they acknowledged death instead of denying it the way Americans do.
Instead of denying American.
Who liked that they acknowledged death?
Yes.
Yeah, me,
Me.
AJ. Right?
I
Me,
liked.
AJ. I liked that they acknowledged death. Did they acknowledge money? Or
No.
did they acknowledge death?
No, they didn't.
They acknowledged death.
Death.
What did they acknowledge?
Death.
Death. They acknowledged
death.
death.
Acknowledging death.
Who acknowledged death?
Guatemalans.
Guatemalans, right? Guatemalans acknowledged death. Did they acknowledge death or did they acknowledge money?
They acknowledge death.
They acknowledged death instead of denying it. Who denies death?
American deny death.
Americans, right? Americans deny death. Do Guatemalans deny death?
No, Guatemalans
No, not Guatemalans. Guatemalans don't deny death. Americans deny death. Do I like that Americans deny death?
No.
No, I don't. I don't like it.
No,
I don't
like
like that Americans deny death.
I like.
But I like that there is life
Acknowledge death.
as well as death in Guatemalan cemeteries. I liked that. Did I like their cemeteries? Yes, I liked their cemeteries.
Yes, I like the cemetery.
What did I like?
The cemeteries.
Their cemeteries. Guatemalan cemeteries. I liked Guatemalan cemeteries. Did I like Guatemalan cemeteries? Or did I like Guatemalan restaurants?
I liked
Guatemalan cemeteries. Whose cemeteries did I like?
Guatemalans.
Guatemalans, right? Guatemalan cemeteries. I liked the Guatemalans cemeteries. Guatemalans cemeteries. Whose cemeteries did I like? The Guatemalans cemeteries. I liked the Guatemalans cemeteries. Guatemalans call it the Day of the Dead. But it is also a day to appreciate life. Okay, that is all
Bye
for
bye
this
rồi.
mini story.
Nhiều chỗ đọc với bạn
This
quá.
was a
Tạm biệt.
very slow and soft mini story.